You've probably tried eating more and more, even eating junk food on a daily basis to see if your weight goes up. Going to the gym, going hard, but you feel like you're stuck, you don't see any changes in your weight. The problem is not the calories or your training, but your digestion. Here's one of my clients who had this problem, was a hard gainer, could not gain weight, and he implemented these methods that I'm about to share, and he finally saw changes. If your digestion is not working, you will not be able to absorb and utilize the nutrients to gain weight. Instead, all the food that you eat will be flushed out, and you will not be able to use the nutrition to build muscle and finally gain weight. Digestion is the foundation of how you build muscle, because the digestion will pick the food, break it down, turn into raw materials that will build muscle tissue and make you gain weight. If your digestion is weak, it doesn't matter how much you eat. This is one of the reasons you see pro bodybuilders eating a lot of food and having some enzymes afterwards or before, so they can absorb the nutrients, because they know if you don't absorb the nutrients, you will not build muscle, you will not gain the weight. You've probably felt this before. You eat a lot of food and you feel like it's stuck in your gut for hours and hours and hours, and you start feeling this discomfort, bloating, gas, and even sweating because of the discomfort of your food being like stuck here in your gut. This is a sign of poor digestion and absorption ability, and you probably don't want to feel that. So why is your digestion weak in first place? There's 4 main reasons behind it. The first will be toxins everywhere, from heavy metals, plastics, the water, the air, the environment. All of these things plays a role on your absorption ability and on the damage that your body gets. These toxins build up in your gut and damage the lining, which is supposed to help you absorb nutrients. For example, you ingest some junk food. Junk food comes with a lot of chemicals, a lot of toxins, and this, when you consume it, what your body wants to do is fight these toxins, get rid of these toxins. And what happens is that your body gets damaged, and this will influence with time your ability to absorb nutrients because it is damaged. When you ingest a toxin, your body wants to get rid of it through feces and the pee. So if you eat foods rich in toxins, you will not absorb any nutrients. Your body just wants to get rid of it. And this is one of the reasons why you cannot gain weight. Secondly, prenatal poisoning. Most of us are born already with a disadvantage because our moms didn't have the best choice or didn't know better. And the toxins are passed down to us, and this can develop some sort of issue with digestion or other problems. Thirdly, cooked foods. Most people just eat cooked foods, or 90% of the time they just eat cooked foods. And the problem with cooked foods is that the high heat destroys the enzymes, it cauterizes the minerals, it destroys the proteins and the fats, the vitamins, especially the water-soluble vitamins that disappear completely, plus making it harder to digest and less nutritious. When the enzymes and the bacteria are dead, you have way harder time digestion and utilizing the minerals, the vitamins, and the nutrients. In fourth place, lack of bacteria. The modern life is bacteriophobic. Everything has to be sanitized, everything has to be with antibiotics, everything has to be pasteurized, the use of chlorine, everything to get rid of bacteria. And without them, your digestion will suffer. You are in a disadvantage. Bacteria is essential for good health, to absorb nutrients, for your gut to function properly and digest the food how you're supposed to. And bacteria is one of the most feared things nowadays. And if this is you're facing the same problems, you've tried a lot of things, you cannot gain weight, schedule a free call down below and I'll help you for free. And I'll help you and tell you what to do so you can see some improvements in your weight gain journey. And if you want to work with me, nice. If you don't want to work with me, it's also nice. I'll still give you the value for free. Now, how to restore and fix your digestion. First, remove the toxins from your life. Instead of using tap water to cook, to drink, use bottled water. It's better if it's in glass bottles instead of plastic bottles because you get some toxins from the plastics. Stop eating canned food. Canned food is one of the worst things you can eat because of the heavy metals. Heavy metals do big damages in your gut, your hair follicles, which can make you lose your hair, make your hair go gray faster. Avoid cosmetics, which are full of chemicals, plastics, heavy metals. Try to be as much as possible in nature, having sun. All of these things will help you detoxify the toxins, plus you'll be less exposed to these toxins. Plus, eating more raw foods will help you heal your gut. Secondly, detoxify what is already inside of you. One of the most powerful things that you can do is binders. Foods such as raw eggs and raw cheese has the ability to bind to these toxins in your body and later on be expelled. This is an advantage. Will help you clean faster from these toxins and help you restore your gut lining. And finally, you'll be able to absorb the nutrients how it is supposed to. Also, hot baths. Hot baths will help you detoxify some toxins in your body, but you have to be careful. You don't want super hot baths because this can cause stress and damage to your skin. Plus, it robs some nutrients. You want moderate heat, plus some nourishing substances that will help you detoxify without depleting your body from its nutrients. Thirdly, rebuild your body by consuming more raw foods. Raw milk, raw fermented milk, raw cheese, raw eggs, raw meat. All of these raw foods are packed with enzymes and bacteria and the nutrients that will rebuild your digestion, that will rebuild your gut. Plus, with all the nutrients, you don't need to eat as much to gain the weight or force yourself to eat empty carbs that are void of nutrients. Most people just focus on the carbs, but they forget about the fats. Animal fats have the nutrition, are easily digestible, more easily to digest than carbs, plus they have more calories. Also, they help with your hormones, so it's a win. This is one of the easiest things you can do to see some weight gain. Instead of focusing on just the carbs, eat more fats. You see that your body will start gaining weight because you have the nutrients and the fats are easily digestible. Fourthly, some extras that may be helpful. Don't drink water while eating. This will cause imbalance in your gut, will reduce the ability of absorbing nutrients. Don't drink as much water because the water will expand your gut and will cut out some appetite. And you don't want that if you want to gain weight. Prioritize animal fats instead. Prioritize animal fats over carbs. Have sun in the chest, in the belly. This will help you with digestion. Also, your environment is very important. Try to be in nature as much as possible. Have somewhere with clean air so you can breathe the clean air. Be outside. All of these things will help you fix your gut. So that was it for this video. If you need help, book a free call down below and I'll be glad to help you out. See y'all in the next video.